Guys? Guys? Can you hear me?
Alright, let's get back to Woik. He's doing this on purpose. He's smarter than this. No, I'm clearly not. Alright, let's jump back into work, guys. What were we doing? We were working on something. We were downloading sounds from... Yes, we were gonna add in the car sounds. K-A-R. So what you do is you go to your sound library, sound manager, and you add in those car sounds. Hello? We got all of our cars in, that's good. And then we also want to do the MP40. So, yeah, Hector sent us some MP40 sounds as well. Let's double check. Alright, here's our MP40 sounds. Download these really quick. No, guys, I did not lose power in my previous stream. I had a very important phone call from a friend of mine, and I had to talk with him. A man very dear to my heart. Very good friend. And he needed my ear. So I gave it to him. Just like Jesus gave that one guy's ear back. What was his name? It was a Roman soldier. Jesus gave him his ear back. Imagine if somebody cut your ear off. And then somebody grew it back for you. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, Hector. Very nice. Very good shot. Very good MP40 shot. I like it. I don't know what accent that was, but I did it. I hope I wasn't offensive. All right, let's go to drag 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys. We got our MP40, we got our gravity gun, and, hey, we got a car. K-A-R. What else, Hector? Hector, we got anything else, buddy? Let's take a look at the sounds. Alright, here we go. Collect, collect, and then collect. Okay, that didn't work. Pfft, Thomas, I figured it out. What you need to do is we need to go to our rifle, our actual prefab, and we have to tell it to play those sounds. Ugh, I'm so stupid sometimes. Hey, Hector, do we have like a empty round click, a trigger shot? If we do, that would be great. Add one of those as well to your list. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, that sounds good too. Hector! You get me all excited. And we're gonna put in those MP40 sounds. Ooh. Ooh. These are all delicious. All right, let's take a look. Y'all ready for this? Where's my guns? We're gonna make that hit zone a little bit bigger. Okay. Sounds great, Hector. Let's get, woo, that's good. I love it. Let's go to our car. I love how far these go when you hit them. Woohoo! Oh! Oh, I must have killed something. Yep, I must have killed a little baby over here. Those spider babies. All right, guys, Round of applause to Hector. Whoops. Ooh, oh, we got a rocket launcher sound. Are you guys ready? Hector, buddy, you were just on top of it today. Let's check out the rocket launcher sounds. Rocket launcher sounds. Let's place the rocket launcher sounds. Oh, Hector, you've got so many. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if we can do multiple explosion sounds, but we can do multiple shoot sounds. Oh, yes. I can't wait to add them. All right, first things first, guys. We save them into our rocket launcher. There we go, save them out. And we unzip the folder. I'm very good at unzipping things. Then let's go into our rocket launcher folder here. Actually, we're gonna go to our sound manager. There it is. And what we're gonna do is go to our, let's take a look. There it is, rocket launcher. The sound associated with the rocket launcher is as follows. We're gonna remove all these sounds. So this is the previous one. This is what I used earlier. And here's the explode sound. Thomas. That sucks. And that's why you get people like Hector involved. So we're gonna move all that to the trash. We don't need those anymore. And I'm gonna go ahead, wow, Hector, so many sounds to choose from. And we're gonna go ahead and import those into the game here. There we go. All right, so first sound effect I wanna use is rocket launcher. My beard itches all day. Rocket launcher shot. We've got 4 sounds. Wonderful, wonderful. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then there's also an explosion sound. I can imagine we can at least do one of them. So let's type in explode. Good, there it is, and we'll just put one there. Okay, then you go to the rocket launcher itself, which is right here. Good. All right, here are the shoot sounds. So we're gonna go rocket launcher shoot 1. Oh, Hector, those sound great. All right, so we have 4 sounds for the. Yeah, I really need a sound, like a trigger sound, Hector. And I want it right now. Seriously.
Listen.
Right now. No, I'm kidding. I can wait. I can wait 3 days. I don't care. Okay. So let's go to the rocket here, which is this. Yes, rocket projectile. Let's see what kind of explosion sound effects we can use. Man, I should request from AJ the ability to do multiple explosion sounds. All right, let's take a look. Hector, are you ready? Guys, let's see if Hector's rocket launcher sounds works well for us. Where is my rocket launcher? There it is. Okay, and the shotgun we need to add a collection sound to, by the way. Get out of here. There we go. Perfect, Hector. Really good. Let's try again. Ooh, it's good. And that, I love that, pew, like it's powering down. Oh, it's awesome. So let's go get some more ammo. Where is it? Right here. And that squeaking sound is from this gravity gun over here. Really feels good. See how it looks up going up in the sky. That's so pretty. It's like a little fireworks. All right. Can we give a round of applause to Hector? Hector, you've done a really good job, buddy, on these sounds. Anything else? Anything else I'm missing? All right. Good. Good. Awesome. Well, everybody seems to be happy, which is always my goal. I want you to be happy, and then we'll make a game. And if you're not happy, I'll figure out why you're not happy. Once we get you happy, then we'll jump back into making a game. That's all I care about. All right, guys. Let's get back into the original intention before Hector rudely interrupted us. Let's go back into Blender here. We're going to open up our little friend, our enemy here. Where is he? He's flying somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Okay. We're going to open this friend up. That is a blend file, so let's double click on it. It should open up the blend file for us. Don't save. Where is it? Come on. I can't open up. Oh, there it is. Okay. There he is. All right, you guys ready to get animating? First things first, we're going to do a stand. Okay? Now, oh man, he should really be carrying a kitchen knife. Yeah. Darn it. I guess I could probably add a kitchen knife in Unity and then do different things like a pitchfork, a kitchen knife. Yeah, I could probably do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and rig him up. Let's go to object mode here. We'll go to pose mode. Can you guys see this okay? Check out the chat here. Yeah. All right, here we go. First thing I want to do is Shift B so I can highlight this. Now I can rotate around him. Good. And let's go to pose mode. And I want him to be standing kind of like this. Okay, here. Here's what we want him to look like. Like this. That's kind of what we want. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. Let's see here. Now, this is going to be an animation, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make sure we... Let's see. Let's see here. Let's enter the new dope sheet. There it is. Wait, no. Action editor. We're going to do a new one, and this is just going to be enemy 1. That's all it's going to be called. Because we're going to separate out his animations all within one timeline, okay? Okay. So first things first, let's get them feet positioned right. Hey, where's record mode? Where is the record button? Guys, where's the record button? See, this is the problem with stupid Blender. Everything changes all the time. Every second. Where's the record button? Where did they move it? They're always changing things. I took a screenshot of Thomas's pose for professional purposes. Where is the record button? Timeline window? Where's that? I don't want to do it that way. I want to do record. Oh, whatever. Insert for available. I don't want to do it this way. Where is it? Oh. I don't see it. Okay, I hit record. I don't like that in any way, shape, or form. I really don't like that at all. But if I go to this, does it automatically do it? It does. Okay, good. All right, thank you. Round of applause to whoever you are. That really means a lot to me. All right, let's get him standing. Now, we're not going to be use IKs, so don't even think about it. All right? One foot back. And then this one. And actually, all of these are going to be more towards the front. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, shh. Stop talking. One sec. There we go. Oopsie. Whoopsie. All right, Thomas, you're winning today. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I am. Looking good so far. So, how's everybody's day going today? What's your favorite? I want to know what everybody's favorite type of yeah, what am I trying to say? What's your favorite movie and why? And I'll answer my favorite. If you hit anywhere near my favorite movies, I'll talk about it while we animate our friend here. What's your favorite movie and why? But let's get our... I hate movies. They take too long, and you're just not allowed to talk. Midsommar. Well, then, there you go. I have a feeling you cheated, and you know that's my favorite movie. But I will give you credit where credit is due. Which is, yes, it is a great movie. That's a phenomenal movie. Look at this. Look at what I'm doing, guys. Look at how I'm winning right now. Head forward like this. Good, Thomas. You're winning. Lord of the Rings. Have you seen it? Yes, I've seen Lord of the Rings. Is that what you're talking about? Children of Men. I will take that any day of the week. Children of Men is awesome. You know, my favorite thing about Children of Men is the long shots. They're really cool. I love the long shots. Okay, good. Now we go to his arms and rotate it forward. Rotate it forward. Rotate this arm forward as well. Ah! That looks great. Honestly, I love it. I want his head to follow you wherever you move. That's the goal, at least. My favorite movie is 1917. I do like 1917. My favorite thing about that movie is the long shots. I have never seen a Ghibli movie. Did you guys know that? I've never seen a Ghibli movie. By the way, guys, there are a massive amount of coupons today. Actually, just 5. 5 coupon codes available for today if you're interested in joining Full-Time Game Dev. Basically, Full-Time Game Dev is a cool place where we have over 1,800 students, which is pretty wild. 1,800 students who have joined the program. And hey, they're learning, if I do say so myself, they're learning some ridiculously valuable lessons that I've learned over the last decade of becoming a full-time game developer. And that is securing funding That's 6 figures in funding. Believe it or not, it's totally possible. 6 figures in funding from publishers with just a demo. Believe it or not, guys, I went full-time before I even finished my games. You're also going to learn how to crowdfund your campaign. Let's hit play here. You're also going to learn how to secure crowdfunding, 6 figures in crowdfunding from your campaign. I can't promise any of this, but I can tell you what I've learned. I've done that twice. That looks great. So if you guys are interested in also learning how to make a 2D game and make a 3D game like this one, and most importantly, all the marketing tricks you need to know to secure a front page on Steam. And guys, again, the most important part about all of this is, well, depending on your goal, but if your goal is to become a full-time game developer, is making money. And I teach you how to make money, how to market yourself. I have some very happy students. Many of them are in the chat. If you're in the chat, guys, say hello. But I just want to let you know we have just 5 coupon codes available today for 40% off. So click the link below if you're interested in joining the Discord community and saying hello during the bi-monthly mastermind meetings with yours truly. And also, guys, hey, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee if it's not for you. But it will be, because everybody who gets the course seems to really love it and they learn a lot. Okay. Link is in the description, and it supports the studio, guys. All right, guys. So far, he looks pretty awesome. I actually don't have any complaints here. The question is, can he turn? I think I only want him to be able to turn when he's following you. So let's assume we like this, all right? Let's go to 20 here. And what we're going to do is just rotate his chest. And then rotate his arms out. And his fingers will come forward too. Very spooky, spooky, spooky. So we're just rotating them, and they're automatically keyframing, guys. Right? And if you guys remember from my previous episode a long time ago, we actually rigged this guy up. So a lot of the work of rigging up our friend here has already been done. Let's make his mouth expand. So let's go up to his mouth up here. And we're going to make his mouth scale. Just like that. Kind of want to put the material on him. If we could put the material on him, then it'll be easier to see his mouth move. But I'm going to go ahead and just scale just a little bit. And we'll have it sort of scale and shrink like this. And then go. And then back down. And then copy this. Paste. And I think 60 is about what we want here. Okay? Okay. Press Alt. Then select this. Copy. We're going to paste this. And here's the funnest part, guys. Ready? The funnest part is, well, that's just too slow for one. I think we need to go 40. The funnest part is going to be making things move independently. How are we doing in the chat? How's everybody doing in the chat? Who loves Jeb? What do you want, buddy? Is Neversong a Metroidvania? No. It is not. Okay, here's the fun part, guys. Ready? We take some things, like this arm here, and this arm here, and these hands. We scale them a little wide, like that. Sometimes we take this, we scale them a little short, so it makes things look like they're moving independently of one another, huh? Pretty cool, huh? Huh? The head, hey, why don't we do a little scale like that? That looks pretty good. This finger here, make it scale a little bit longer. This finger here, make it scale a little bit longer. What about this finger here? Make it scale even longer. Watch. See? This finger, make it scale a little bit longer. This finger here, make it scale a little bit longer. Scale a little bit longer. So let's see. So the back. Okay, so I think the head is the last thing moving. I think it's the last thing that's moving. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take this and just rotate it just this will come forward just a little bit more and then go back, okay? So I see, we got a problem here. There we go. So maybe just nope, I don't like that. So this maybe comes forward a little bit like this. Wait. Up, down. We'll make it go down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, save that out. We go back into Unity and hey, let's go to our enemy here. And the first thing I want to do is actually take this enemy and just bring him into a new type of enemy. We've got the crawler here. Yes. But we can go ahead and create a new enemy type. It's a second kind of crawler. But in this case, it's not a crawler, it's just a walker. Same type of enemy though. I mean, it's just maybe more powerful, but slower, I guess. So let's go ahead and delete this crawler here. And I'm going to go ahead and let's go to the, what am I doing here? We're going to go to our crawler here, and we're going to call this parent because I don't like it just being named game object. All right, so there's a couple things here we need to do here. That's the crawler, so good. Let's go ahead and call this walker. Okay. There's the parent, and the baby is inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this guy, select him, yes, and we're going to put him inside of the crawl, all the way down here. Go on. We're going to parent it to this enemy type. In this case, right here. Yep. Right here maybe? Can we do that? Nope, we can't. So we need to unpack it slightly. Prefab, unpack. Not unpack completely, just unpack it. And what that's going to allow us to do is to put the enemy here in place of the baby. The baby, we're going to move the animator to enemy 1. Yep, copy that. We're going to paste it here. So literally, we're just moving all the properties from our previous baby enemy type and just moving them over. So nothing too crazy here. Copy component for the audio source. And then the animator functions as well. We're going to be needing these. We're going to paste those on this new enemy type. The point light's great. What about the sphere? What's this sphere? Oh no. Yeah, the point light. Do I need a point light? Yeah, we'll probably need a point light. Just a little bit of a point light. Put that in there. Delete the baby. Bye-bye. And there is our walker. Okay? That's the theory at least, huh? Let's turn on the light here. Yeah, so the point light is actually going to be... I really don't think it needs a point light, so we're going to delete the point light completely. We don't need him. So the next thing I want to do is take this baby animator override. And we're going to duplicate it, and this is going to be called... Come on, duplicate it. Can't. Got to go to Finder. Copy paste. This is going to be called... Whoops. Well, that sucks. It's not working. We need to create an animator override. Okay, whatever. So we're going to go to... shoot. Yep. We created a new one. This was going to be called Walker Animator Override. Controller. This will all make sense, I promise, guys. Oh, man, allergies are really bad today. Woo! So we go to our enemy here. And if you could take a look at our animator here, it's got the baby animator controller override. Well, we're just going to drag in the walker. But you want to make sure you take this and then drag in the animator from the... What is it, this one? Yeah, it's down there. Okay. It's called geometry. Good, okay. And then we're just going to drag in the walk animation, or the stand animation we just created. So let's go to enemy 1 here, and then we're going to go to the animation here, and we're going to create a new animation right here. And it's going to be called stand, right? That's all it is. We're going to drag all the way until it stops animating. You guys can see it. He animates, and ooh, that mouth is creepy. I like it. So it stops right here, okay? That's stand. Watch this. All you gotta do is hit apply, and there it is. Stand is right there, okay? Now, here's the thing. Sometimes you have to sort of duplicate it outside of itself, so you would copy it and then paste it. Can you do that, or Command D? Yeah. So this should really be called walk baby, honestly. And this should really be called just stand is fine for now, okay? Let's go back to our baby animator override. Yeah, walk baby's there, that's good. And then let's go to our walker animator override. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just drag in the stand in the idle. See that? Now let's hit play. Hello? Whoops. We got ourselves an issue, my friends. I believe... Yes, okay. So, animator functions isn't working. Is that what it is, or is it this? Yes, here it is. We need to drag in the correct animator. There it is. So, it's going to be this right here. Boop. Drag that in. Graphics are this. Boop. Let's hit play. See what happens here. So we don't have any errors. Oh, okay, here he comes. Okay, so he works. Jeez, that's scary. It's already scary. It's already scary. Oh, okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. So he doesn't die, and I don't know why. Oh, but it's great. And it's scary. I like it. Okay, I'm out of ammo. So, for some reason, the stand isn't really playing. It's not looping. So let's go ahead and double check something here. Let's take a look at stand here and set loop time. See what happens. There he is. He's moving. He's moving. Okay. Whoa. So let's make his sphere of influence not so big so we can examine him without him getting all... I guess getting his feathers ruffled. So let's turn on our gizmos here. Okay, there is his sphere of influence. We're going to decrease that pretty small. So now we can actually examine him and see how it looks. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Take a look some more. That's great. Oh, I like that a lot, actually. Okay. But it's not smooth enough, obviously. So let's smoothen this up. Let's go into Blender and smooth it up. How are we doing in the chat, guys? All right. Good. Oh my goodness, we got 236 people watching today. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And let's all do something really special, really quick. I actually have a ticker on my screen that shows me how many of you clicked the notification bell. If I can get us to 241 of you clicking the notification bell, go ahead and do it. Now, if you've already done it, don't click it again. Let's see if we can get to 241 to click the notification bell. Here we go. I'll give you guys 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I gotta tell you, this is just crazy, huh? This is just
Wow.
nuts, okay?
Good job, everybody.
Man.
We just got 241 notification clicks. I don't know. I'm lying. I clearly can't see how many of you did that, but it's a way for me to manipulate you and motivate you to click the bell. So we just did that. That's fun. I don't even know if that worked. Okay, anyway. So it's not very smooth, is it? Because his arms will stop. So let's see what we can do here. I want to kind of bring this closer, 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 and this closer. Hey, maybe that smooths it out, you know what I mean? Ooh, that's a little too fast right there. Let's hit save again. Jump back into Unity. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to our enemy 1 here, and we're going to go back to our stand sequence here. And all we got to do is shrink it down. So it goes to about right here, just up. Bring it over a little bit. Ugh. It's a little fast. It's this right here. So let's do it like that. Save it. Then go back and you see what I'm using blend, guys? There we go. Yeah, okay. And see why I'm using blend files is what I mean. Let's select his head here. I want to show you something. Watch this. We could drag like this and then pull back like this and have it come forward, and it looks bouncy. So watch. See that? Looks like he's like coughing. Watch. Look right here. And let's have him blink. We can have him blink using the eye right here. Okay, so we'll have him blink right here. So let's do a scale. Just a scale. Down really small. 0. And then up. And now some of you are going to say, Thomas, it looks weird. It's like warping his face. And I say, that's awesome. I like the weirdness of it all. Is it even blinking? Take a look here. Not really, huh? That's just weird looking. That's so weird looking. I don't want to worry about it right now, to be completely honest. I want to get him running. So we'll do the blinking later. When I'm not live, so that I can pretend I'm actually good. Okay, I want him to follow, his head to follow me, okay? The arms are a little strange, so let's see what we can do with the arms. Let's see what we can do with the arms. What? Blender. Blender! Thank you. What is going on? Stop it! Stop! Okay, I'm gonna just pretend it's fine. All right, let's go to a run animation. This is gonna be the hardest one, guys. Running is, oh man, I don't even want to do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do something else that makes us a little bit happier. Let's make his head follow us, okay? Let's see if we could find a script on Google. Okay, you guys ready? Thank you, Thorn. Thank you, Thorn. That means a lot. Very kind. All right. In game, it's using the old animations. I don't believe it's true. I don't believe it's true. Yo, Thomas, I think in-game it's using the old one. I don't think it's true. Make one that's 15 feet tall and wiggles its fingers. That's a good idea. Make the running animation look thick. All right. And I haven't forgotten about you, Thorn. I haven't forgotten about you. Hey, Thorn, did you give me your Discord? Not here, but Hector should be giving it to me sometime soon. All right, we're going to make his head follow the player. You guys ready? Let's do it. So we need to find a scripto. Let's see here. Find a script that makes the head rotate. And I just want to give a round of applause to, let's see here, Ryan for joining Full-Time Game Dev. Ryan, welcome, buddy. Thank you for joining. That's awesome. And that really means a lot to me. I hope you find the platform and the program very helpful. And come join the Discord community. Everybody's really, really helpful. And good luck on your journey, dude. That's awesome.
Hello.
All right, so let's see here. Head look at, or look at script. Unity. And I want it to look weird. I want it to be like really odd with limits. Yeah, there needs to be some limits. There needs to be some limits. Let's type in look at target with limits. Unity. How can I limit the angle rotation look at? Let's take a look at this script over here. This is... I tried using clamp, but it's not working. Here's a short clip. Okay, if you look at this character... Okay. I don't want to use inverse kinematics. You effers. I'm sick of people telling me, Thomas, use IK. Thomas, use IK. I don't want to use IK. Son of a... Ooh, hello. I'll take it. Thank you. This is going to work, I can tell. This is from Helium. Helium, thank you for your script. I'm gonna steal it. Sorry, I'm chewing my fingernails right now, just FYI. If you're curious what that clicking is. Alright, we're gonna create a new C# script. It's called... I'm just gonna call it look at for now. Okay? And I want their heads to be like, I want them to be like this. I want it to be really, really awkward. Ready, guys? Here we go. All right. What? There we go. All right. Okay. Public target. So target is actually going to be target equals game manager dot instance. We need to be using something here. Instance dot. Yeah. So we go to this. There we go. This right here. I believe we could just do that. There we go. And paste that here. There we go. Save it. Game manager dot controller dot transform. Okay? That should do it. That's the target. Let's see. Okay, and also, hey, the blender animation here for the head, guys, it cannot have any keyframes, so we're gonna delete those. Save it. That's a pretty unfortunate thing, isn't it? Unless I gave it a bone, but I don't want to worry about it. All right, let's hit play here for one. Make sure his animation looks proper. Yep. Look at that booty. Psh. All right. So let's go ahead and drag the look at script onto his neck bone. Which is way, way, way. Hey, I like that. That sounds cool. What are you saying, Thorn? Mechanical keyboard sounds? What? Really? Like on the asset store? No, you're lying. Keyboard typing sound effects? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna assume that it's cool. I don't think I was following. Okay, so look, he should be able to turn his head and follow you. Right? No matter where you go, he should be able to follow you. Ouch, buddy. Does that hurt? Okay, so what we're gonna do is on the head here, we're gonna do look at. No damping, and let's hit play and see what happens. For some reason it's not working. Do I have errors? Do I have any errors here? Oh, I think I found it. No, we got a problem here, Houston. We don't want game manager. Play controller. Wait. Controller. Huh. Should work, eh? Let's try something out here. If I go to my scene here and I move my head, where's the bone? Can I rotate the head? I can't. Whoa. Why is that? How strange. Hey, I don't know why that's happening. Why is that happening? That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I gotta see this. What am I looking at? Oh, wow. That's a weird looking boy. So, I couldn't tell you. First thing I want to do is we're going to turn off the animator and see what happens. See if the rotating head helps. It doesn't. So for some reason his head doesn't rotate with us. Whoa, buddy, get away. So for some reason his head is not looking. but it should. Why is that, guys? Take a look at that script. Maybe multiply it times 1? Damping should be 1. Let's try that. There we go. That's not creepy at all. Holy! That's not what you want to see when you're in bed at night. That is that's definitely not creepy at all. How cool would it be if he could rotate his whole head around? Ooh, yeah. I really like that. And look, he's got limits too. Now, what if I turn on the animator? Well, first off, you know, we want to make sure the head. What do you guys think about that? Pretty cool, huh? It's a spoopy. Yeah, it's very spoopy. How am I doing today, Felipe? I'm doing very, very good today. I'm actually having a really, really good day. Let's set the damping to 5 and hit play. How long does he follow you? He just keeps looking at you. How cool would it be if you had jazz music like this playing during the game? Oh! Set it to 20 here. All right, so let's try that. See what 20 looks like. Why are you getting lost, buddy? Why is he not looking at me? That's kind of weird. Well, we got ourselves a problem already. For some reason, it's local rotation? Let's see here. Yeah. I think it should be local. Is it possible to do that? Hmm. Let's try that out. Yeah, it looks like once he starts moving, he gets confused. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna guess a check. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I just broke it for sure. Okay. Hey, bud. Hey, bud, what do you want? So I'm just going to assume that that glitch isn't real. Isn't that the best way to go about bugs in your game? I'm just going to pretend it didn't happen. Go back in time. For some reason, we're reloading all of our scripts. I don't know why. And, you know, it would be nice, to be completely honest, if, I mean, it would be really cool if, like, his chest area followed you as well, but we're not going to worry about that. What are we going to worry about? What was I going to do? I was going to do something really exciting. It was going to be exciting. Let's try it again. I'm gonna hit play and just feel it out. I had something in my head I was gonna do. Kind of want his eyes to glow in the distance. So let's try that. What I want to do is I'm going to go to Photoshop. I'm going to create a new Photoshop file. It's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be about 25 by 25. And all we're going to do, guys... We're gonna make this red. Let's see here. But reddish orange, right? Low opacity. And then we're gonna do a white or a full orange. So something like this, like that. And then one more, it'll be white. Okay. There we go. And this is gonna make his eyes glow. We're going to save this as textures. Just save it in other. And let's call this enemy eye glow. Okay. Now you'll notice that we're having trouble centering out the white here. So let's trim it up. And now I think we should be able to center the white. Nope, it doesn't work. Maybe shrink the scale. There we go. Whoops. One more. Come on. So that should do it, guys. Let's save that out. And then what I'm going to do is go into... Yeah, let's go into his face. And then we're going to go into his head. And believe it or not, we have a script. Let's see here, 3D. It's going to be quad. We have a script that actually will enable us to get these quads to face. I mean, to be honest, though, you could probably just add a sprite. Let's try that. Let's go ahead and create a 2D sprite and see what happens. Sprite, square. Good, there we go. We just drag it into the head here and scale it like this. And also, we're going to set the rotation to 0, 0, 0. Very good. And bring it forward like this. Almost there. Scale it down. First, let's double check something. Can you see the eyes from far away? You can. Good, you get a little glint. But because of the pixelated effects of the camera, you don't see much. Okay. We'll get there, hold on. Kind of want them to be, we might need to write a script to have these eyes fade out as you get closer, kind of like a cat's eye, you know. So it's or even scale down. That actually might do it. Just be might. Yep. I actually just like that white. So as you get closer, they will fade out. So let's try this. Let's go ahead and call this eye glint. Okay. And this is gonna be a prefab. And we're going to drag this into our prefabs folder. There we go. Put it in the folder. There we go. So we're going to have two of these. So first off, let's just double check, make sure it looks cool. Okay, so from far away, how does it look? Pretty good. Yeah, that's great right there. As you get closer, we want it to get smaller and smaller. Yeah. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and create a new script. And this is a very unique script, so it's not going to be anything generic. It's going to be very specific. iGlint. Okay? And all that's going to happen is we're going to scale it down. Okay, they're set currently to very low. Okay, so we're going to have an original iScale, right? So it's going to be private. It's going to be a float. It's going to be called Orig iScale. Actually, it's not a float. It's actually a private vector 2 or vector 3. And then what you do is on start, you just say orig iScale equals transform.scale. Right? That's the original iScale. Then we also want a magnitude between two numbers. So it's going to be vector 3, new vector 3. Distance between player equals transform.position minus, and we also need to import this, that we're using the classic character controller managers, right? And then we want to go transform position minus game manager dot controller dot transform dot position. Okay. Distance between player equals that. Good, good, good. But it's going to be, wait for it, magnitude, right? How do you do this? Let's see here. Dot magnitude. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Dot magnitude. Wrong. New vector 3. I don't know. I think I got it. Did I get it? Guys, I'm bad at scripting. I told you this. You know this by now, right? What am I doing here wrong? What am I doing here that's wrong? What am I doing here? It's read only. Okay. So I think I got it. So then what you do is you go scale factor, which is going to be a float. Scale factor equals the distance between player dot magnitude. There we go. Okay. Then you say transform dot local scale equals orig iScale times the scale factor times scale multiplier. And scale multiplier is going to be something we can control here. We float. It's going to be serialized. And then you're going to go float scale multiplier. Obviously, this isn't going to work because it never does on the first try. But I actually think that might be pretty good. Is magnitude always an absolute value? It should be, right? Let's double check. Hey, answer me. Guys, answer me. Is magnitude always absolute? Is it always an absolute value? Magnitude is a float? Yeah. No, yeah, we're good. So basically what scale factor is it's the magnitude between the distances. So, okay, good. All right, so looks like those are absolute, meaning all we're going to control is a scale multiplier. Magnitude is absolute. Okay, good. All right, let's go to our eyes. And because we made them prefabs, we're going to drag the iGlint C# script. What is that? C# script into the iGlint prefab. Scale multiplier. Hey, let's just do 1 and see what happens. So now, there we go. So you guys get what I did there, hopefully. We're going to set it to 0.1, see what happens. Good, okay. It's accomplishing the goal. Does it need to be negative? I don't even know how it could be, but it needs to be negative. It also needs a clamp. That's for sure. But again, I don't know if negative would do anything. We're gonna add, and then let's try that. Oh, you need to multiply. Okay. Something's going on here. Let's see here. Maybe divide by the scale multiplier. I don't know. Maybe divide. Yeah. Let's try that out, guys. See what happens. All right. We're going to try 1 here and see what happens. Okay, it looks like they're getting bigger the further I go. Bigger the closer I get. So that's not, that won't, what? Let's make it 25, see what happens. Okay, so what's going on? We had it working. Wait. I just saw it. Let's double check. Nope. They're currently set to 8. So why can't I see them? Wait, what? Oh no. So they're super small. What about -2? I'm just playing around at this point. Okay. So they're getting bigger the closer I get. What about -10? Yeah, okay, they're getting bigger. What about -100? Okay, so that didn't work. Multiply times the scale factor, and then multiply times the scale multiplier. Well, I'd like to see what the scale factor is. That's the first thing. So what I could do is I could actually put scale factor up here, make it serialized. I don't know, just to see it. There we go. I just want to be able to see it. It could be parentheses issues, maybe. Maybe I need to put a parentheses around something. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out though. So let's take a look at our scale factor here. So currently it is massive, right? But as I get closer, it decreases in size and it will eventually hit 0. Hey, I figured it out. All right. So scale multiplier, we want it to be 1, right? Just like so. As we get closer, it's gonna shrink down pretty small. Yes. Whoa, hey buddy. So if we do our scale multiplier to be 0.1. Whoa. Let's try this one more time here. I think I figured it out, guys. Okay, so it's massive. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Stupid idiot. It's the other one. Okay, so it's 1. Okay, watch this. Watch this. So as I get closer, we want it to eventually hit 0. So what do? Well, you subtract. Right now, I'm just going to call something, create something called subtractor. That's all we're going to do. And we'll delete that after we figured out what the number is, right? Oh, no. I mean, we could. Oh gosh, I don't want to do it this way. My brain's about to explode. Just go with me for a sec, guys. Sometimes I just have to type out garbage before I figure out how it's working. So I just created a variable called scale first, which is just that equation. It's a stupid name, but just hold on, okay? And then, hey, you subtract by the subtractor. But we do want to clamp these values, so we'll do that in a second. So transform.local scale. Yeah, we're going to clamp them, don't worry. Okay, so that is kind of what we're going to do here. We're just going to do one for now. Let's disable that one and then take a look here. Okay, so as I go forward, it should get to 0. So here's what we're going to do. First off, scale factor is currently set to, hold on. There it is. Okay, scale factor is currently set to 37. Therefore, the subtractor should be something like negative. Yeah, 2. Okay, good. We're getting there. 3. Okay, good. So first, okay, we need to clamp now. How do we clamp again? I forget how to clamp. How do I clamp? How do I clamp between two numbers? I forget. I haven't done this kind of stuff in a while, guys. So we do. Sorry, I'm writing out all my math here, so I don't forget it. And then we go local scale equals, or transform.local scale. This guy teaches how to make games. What? He's kind of a moron. Mathf.clamp. Okay, so you do two values. The minimum value. The value. Yes. So scale second. And then the minimum, which is 0. Crap, I don't think we can do it that way. Can we? I feel like this shouldn't this be vector 3.0? And then this should be vector 3. The max would be something like 1. But you can't do it that way, can you? I'm confused, guys. I'm really confused. What's wrong here? Argument cannot convert unity. So it's a float. So we have to clamp every single value. Oh, I think I understand. Maybe not. So it would be this. Wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm doing it all wrong. Is it this? Oh gosh. Wait. I'm doing this all wrong. No, I think I'm doing it right. Oh gosh. I told you guys I'm stupid. Comma, and then one more. This is Z. Hey, what do we think? Now, obviously, it's probably incredibly redundant. We're going to clean that up. We'll clean it up, I promise. All right, it's maxed out at 1. Oh, shoot. Nope. Okay, good. It could shrink now. It's shrinking just a bit. Okay. Okay, what happens to the I if I set it to 1? That's 1, okay. Okay. I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost, guys. We could just do alpha. We're gonna do alpha. What are we saying in the chat? You can use math clamp 01. Yeah, I could. Vector 3 clamp magnitude, huh? That's a thing. But I'm gonna do alpha. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna do float magnitude between player. And then we're gonna take the serialized field. This is gonna be a sprite. Sprite. It's not a sprite, it's sprite renderer. Yep, there we go. The reason I'm using a sprite renderer is because it cuts through the fog, right? And then what we're gonna do is, well, we've got the magnitude between players here. I'm just gonna call that multiplier. I really want to be able to see what this is first, okay? So let's go ahead and create a serialized field. It is private though, but it's gonna be serialized, and it's just gonna be float. I want to see the magnitude between the player. And we're gonna be doing a Q&A in, how about 15 minutes, guys? Does that sound fun? Do a Q&A in 15 minutes. Magnitude. Okay, let's double check something here. Well, let's drag in our sprite renderer. There we go. Now we can see the magnitude between player is currently 30. Okay, good. As we get closer and closer, it should zero it out. So what we could do is we could type in max distance, or how about max magnitude for full visibility. This is for my sanity, guys. So then what you do is you, let me think here. Okay, we're gonna have that there for now. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our sprite renderer. And if you recall, the value was something like 30, right? So what we do is we say, sprite renderer.color.a equals the magnitude between the player, so that would be 30, divided by 30, which would be the max magnitude for full visibility. So that should be 1, okay? Those are both floats, so why am I getting an issue here? Color is not a variable? Really? Sprite renderer dot color. Oh gosh. Seriously? Is A read only? What's going on? One sec. I think color is, the A part is read only. So you need to do new color. Oh gosh. What's going on here, guys? How do I adjust the alpha value of this color? Why is this happening? Oh boy. Somebody know in the chat? This is different than I remember. It's like in 2D it's different. There is a fourth parameter. Okay. Okay. Man, that's so annoying, isn't it? Isn't that kind of redundant? So you do new color, and then you just do whatever the color is, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then you do magnitude between player. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is that what we do? Okay. And let's double check something here. It would be whatever the color is here, which is 1, 1, 1, right? Yeah. Yeah, we could do that too. We could do it that way. We could do dot RG. Yeah. Between player is going to be 30. The maximum is 30. So if you divide it by this, yes. The theory is it should slowly fade in. So we're going to test that out first, okay? This is so stupid. Why am I doing this? Hopefully it'll create a cool effect. All right, so the max magnitude for full visibility. Good, okay. Thomas, you're winning, buddy. You're winning. But, you know, truth is, let's try it again. Let's see here. What about 1,000? Okay, yeah, good. It works. 120. And just for safety purposes, we're going to subtract 0.4. Okay. Let's try that. Bum. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, I want it to go away right about here. Okay. Oh, we could go to 0.6. See? Let's try that. So what this is going to do is it's going to fade it out pretty quick. So about right here, it'll fade it out. Okay. All right, let's do it even more. Let's do a full. Okay. Full unit. Seriously, that's gonna be that'll give us plenty of room. The reason why this is easy, guys, is because the alpha values are already clamped, so I can't go over 1 and under 0. So there it goes. All right. Can I give a round of applause to you guys? That was really helpful. Thank you. Now, I might want to do a little bit of a red. So let's try that out and see how that looks. Pretty cool. Yeah, so it sort of glints like a cat. See that? I love that. Really, really cool, honestly. Let's hit apply all. And then we can turn this one on here. And now we're going to have 2 eyes. Let's take a look. Go to maximize. Maximize. And yeah. Pretty creepy. Probably make them a little bit bigger. Yeah, I really, really like that. And now you can't see it. That's awesome. I love that. Sweet. Let's make them a little bit bigger. We could do... And we're about to do a Q&A, guys, just FYI. Might want to do... Remember that sprite I created in Photoshop? I might just use that one. No, that'll be too detailed. Whoops. So here's what we'll do. I have an idea. Because they fade out by the time we get to the eyes, I'm actually gonna just move them sort of apart. Like this. Let's try that. They're kind of bleeding together. Pretty creepy. Yeah, I kind of like that. Sweet. So you gotta see where the enemy is. Obviously, bring it a little bit closer. And for the record, guys, these are not human beings. I'll just reveal it. These are what are called the Nephilim. Anybody know who the Nephilim are? So. Oh, I love that. Looks great. So these are the Nephilim. Now we need to turn on the animation. And the theory is it should all work. Should all work. Good. Crap, his head is not rotating. I think I need to change a few of the distinctions about the animation here. What about his eyes? The orange eyes still work, so that's good. Okay, so why is the let's ask a really good question, guys. Why is the animation of the head not rotating? Why is it being overridden by the Blender animation when the Blender animation isn't even animating the neck? Why is that? Does anybody know? Part of me is guessing that it has to do with this right here. Does anybody know? Is it right here? There's a setting which is I can't remember. Does anybody know? Isn't it a baked animation? Yeah, I think so. So if we go to our actual walker animation and click stand, it's this one right here. So does anybody know? If you put his head bone in an empty game object, that should fix it. Okay, interesting. Let's try that. Okay, so let's go ahead and unpack the prefab just a little bit and just see if you're right, okay? And let's make sure the empty game object is, yeah. Right there, and let's, okay. What we're gonna do is set the rotation to, that's fine, that's fine. Really, you think that'll fix it? Let's try it out. I think I understand what your reasoning is. Yes. Round of applause to Kenneth. Good job, buddy. Now, the problem is, Kenneth, is if we decide to make some tweaks to our blend file, will they update appropriately? That's the question. Because now we just unpacked the prefab. Do you see what I'm saying? So this, let's see what happens if I hit the head here, down, pull it up. Okay, let's try this. If I save it, will his let's make a dramatic change. Let's do something like this. I want to see if it updates properly in Unity. Hit play. So the problem we're having here is we're not getting updates properly. Okay. Well, let's update something else, like his hand. Because I can kind of understand why that wouldn't work, because now it's, you know, no longer parented to the proper bone, so we're not going to see the effects of it. But what about this? What if I save that? Go into Unity here and hit play. Does it update properly? It doesn't. I think it's because we were talking about this earlier. This stand animation here. No, that one's right. That one isn't. So let's go ahead and do some interesting changes here. Let's go to our walker animation, and we're going to move this stand into it. Does that fix it? Okay. So we got a couple issues here. This stand animation, we can't loop. We can't set it to loop. I don't know why. But that's why we were pulling them out right here. But I think that's a really messy way to do things. So I really want it to loop. Can I do it that way? Loop pose, can I do that? Ah, yes, okay. What about stand here? Loop pose. We could try that. Apply. There he is. Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey! How are you? Okay, good. So it's updating properly. Awesome. Okay, good news there, guys. We fixed it. Save it. Jump back into Unity here. And then also, let's see what happens if we tweak his head. So we solved that problem with the update. Then we could do something like this. So as it comes up, I want it to pull down and pop up like this. Yep, just like that. Up, down, that. This is not going to be that high. There we go. There we go. We'll try that. Okay, save it out. And let's see what happens to this bone. Yeah, I think it's working. No. Okay, cool. That's fine, just as long as I know what's going on. Looks like the head bone cannot be animated because it's currently being, well, it was unparented, and that's fine. So I think that's okay. Should I feel like I should do the that empty game object thing. I feel like I should do it here. You know? And not in Unity. I hope that makes sense. Let's go to object mode, add object. Whatever. Let's save it out and let's just hit it one more time, and then we're gonna do a Q&A, guys. Big old Q&A. Eyes work just fine. Love it. Beautiful. Super creepy. Part of me is questioning. I have this thing in my head where I'm like, do I really want to use the retro game shader? Let me ask you a question, guys. What do you like better? This? Or do you like it with the retro game shader on? Use the words on or off in the vote. On or off. There's off. On is right there. On. Or off. That's off. I'd love to know your thoughts. Really like it on, to be honest. On. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it on. But anyway, whatever. Can't tell because of the stream. Whew. Man, guys, pretty good stream. I mean, we've actually accomplished, I think, a lot. Animating things usually takes me a long time when it comes to Blender, so I'm actually pretty happy with how things look so far, and I love the glinting eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into a Q&A, guys. I'm really excited about Q&As. You guys know I love doing Q&As. Does that sound like something you guys want to do? Let's do a quick Q&A. We're going to focus on game dev stuff today for the Q&A. So obviously, feel free to ask whatever questions you want. But anything related to game dev, going full-time, that is something that I feel, I don't know, particularly gifted at. So I just want to really quickly, let's see here. We're gonna be doing a Q&A here. Sorry guys, one second. Okay. So, before we get started, guys, I just want to give you a quick ad read. Today is sponsored by my online course, fulltimegamedev.com. A lot of you know about this, so I appreciate you listening to these ad reads. But I want to let you know that there are a few coupon codes left for 40% off the program. There is 1,800 students worldwide who are hanging out with me during this program. This is a program that's going to teach you how to secure 6 figures in funding for your indie game demo. And yeah, a demo. Like taking a 15-minute to 20-minute highly polished demo and securing 6 figures in funding from that and going full time. So if you guys are interested in learning how to do that and also learn how to kickstart your game, secure funding for your game, 6 figures of funding. I did that twice with my previous games. So I'm living my dream. I am a game developer and I do it full time. And the problem with a lot of full-time game developers, or I'm sorry, aspiring game developers, is they have a great game, but they don't necessarily know how to go full-time, how to sell themselves, how to secure funding, how to secure publishing funding or crowdfunding. I've done all that and I can teach you how to do it. It's a 30-hour course. And not only is it going to teach you that, it's also going to teach you how to make a 2D game and a 3D game. So there's 1,800 students, and best part here is 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can check out the course, use the coupon codes below, and if it's not for you, that's totally okay. I'm not going to ask you any questions. I'll give you your money back. But my students are really happy with the course. Great reviews for the program. The refund rate is like 3%. Maybe it's 4%, which is really low. Really, really low for an online program. So yeah, thanks for listening to these ad reads, guys. And if you're interested, click the link below. I also have a free 2D game kit for those of you who don't want to join the course. There is a free 2D game kit below. I'm going to send you that kit, no questions asked. That game kit was used to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I played it with him in front of his, how many? I think it was 5 million subscribers who watched that video. So if you're interested, that's totally free. No questions asked. It's my treat to you. So let's get started with the Q&A, guys. Feel free to ask away. And I can't wait to answer your questions. Woo! Oh, man. This has been a good stream. All right, let's check out the questions here. My goodness, 262 people watching. I love it. Okay, this is from Mystic. What is the best way to jump into a big project on your own based on your experience? Don't jump into a big project. Well, big is a relative term, isn't it? But I would recommend not doing that. You should really have maybe two hours of gameplay max, especially if you're making like a story-driven game. I would recommend just don't jump into a big project, especially if it's your first one. Scale it back significantly. So a good rule of thumb is compare it to games that you feel you could create. If you think that you could make Breath of the Wild, if you really believe that, more power to you. But most of us can't make Breath of the Wild. So compare it to other games, okay? Other indie games that have small budgets. That's what I would recommend. All right. Fumix, are you spamming? Fumix, are you spamming? Fumix, are you spamming? Fumix, Fumix, Fumix. If you spam again, you're going to get banned. Okay, Fumix, you're gone. See you later, bro. And Fumix, you will be banned. Let's see here. Whoops. Wrong one. There we go. Fumix, you're about to get banned. Okay, see you later. And you're gone forever. Sorry, I love you, man. But that we don't do that stuff. So, see you later. Okay. Play some dope music. All right, we'll turn on some music. All right. Where do I get my ideas for my games? Well, this is an interesting question because a lot of us get ideas for games from other games. And so for me, like what am I trying to say here? A lot of times my ideas for games dry up. I feel like my well is pretty dry. So lately, my ideas for my games are actually coming from just what's really, really important to me. So as I've been raising my kids, the world, culture, religion, violence, or the lack of violence that I would like to see in the world, those kind of things are like always running through my head, especially as I'm raising my kids. So morality, those kind of things are very important to me. And so making games about that is actually what inspires me lately. So I would say focus on just what makes your heart start racing. I teach this to my students in my school. What makes your heart start beating? And don't let anybody tell you that that's not something that should excite you. Because if it does, it does. And there's nothing you can do about it. So right now, a good practice is, what are 3 things that make you really, really excited? Okay. Now, how many of you, here's a good, raise your hands if some of you thought of 3 things that got you excited. And immediately in your mind, a voice said, but no, you can't do that. But no, you can't do that. Now, obviously, if it's something that's like, you know what I'm saying, like PORN or something like that, of course you can't do that. But there's so many things like, nope, that's too political. Nope, you can't do that, it's too cultural. Nope, that's religious. People don't like that. And it's like, don't be afraid to just make something and sell it, okay? Don't be afraid to love what you love. That's okay. Okay, Mega Shrek, I will respectfully answer your question because you're right, I did do an ad read and I appreciate you listening through it. I asked before the ad, so I don't know if this is spamming, but it's not spamming, but I'll ask again. Is it feasible to make games through Python? Man, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Python. I like how you live setup looks like a pre-shot video. Does it? I like how everything in this video is green. I want it, or like pea green. It makes me need to pee. There's juice in here, and that's green as well. You can't see it. And my shirt is like pea green. So I like that. I like the pea green color setup today. Thomas, make a game on the coronavirus. This is where we get into interesting territory. There are certain things that you could say about the coronavirus and certain things you can't. And so I do wonder, if you decided to go, I'm going to make a game about this portion of the coronavirus. I would recommend being careful with that because Steam might tell you, we don't accept that kind of game. It's true. And it's unfortunate, but that is the case. So there are certain things that you're not allowed to do on certain platforms. This is just the case. So you probably should be careful there. Thomas, I have a problem. This is from Cosman. When I have a good game idea, I already find games with similar mechanics. I don't want to get my game called a copycat. What should I do, Thomas? Every game copies another. Good artists steal. You're never going to make something unique. Nothing is new under the sun. Solomon knew this. Go read Ecclesiastes. There is nothing new under the sun. So get used to it. But you definitely do want to avoid trying to be, you definitely want to avoid copying too much. So what I like to do is, when I like mechanics of a game, I give an homage to the game. I say, this game is like Half-Life. It's clearly I copied Half-Life. I've got a gravity gun in my game. But I'll make the graphics look different. I'll make the sounds look different. So feel free to copy mechanics. That's totally fine. I think at this point, we're in an industry where it's like good luck trying to come up with anything new, but just make it look different and throw your own spin on it. That's what I would do. Q&A. What PC should I buy for game dev? Omar, you could buy any PC you want. You're really not going to struggle, especially making indie games. Just go buy a PC, call it a day. That's my opinion. Sindir, that's a great piece of advice. Copy one person and you steal. Copy from many people and it's creative. That's exactly right. Do I need to get an LLC at the start of development or later down the road? When do you think is the right time to register for an LLC? Yeah, you don't need to get one right now. I'm not a lawyer, okay?
Listen.
I'm not a lawyer. Seriously. But my recommendation is just make a game. And just before you launch your game, maybe get an LLC. Just to give you some kind of liability protection, but it really doesn't give you much. You're still going to get taxed personally. You're still going to be treated as an individual. It's a limited liability company. It's not a ultimate liability company or whatever. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. Is Father a Bible game? What's a Bible game? Seriously. What's a Bible game? Thomas, do you think a publisher is needed if you don't need funding? No. I mean, publishers serve two purposes. They act as your marketing arm and they also act as your funder. If you don't need the funding, but you might need the marketing, are you a good marketer? If you're a good marketer yourself, no, you don't need one. But a lot of times a publisher is going to act as a marketer or they're just going to pay a PR agency. If you have money to pay a PR agency, you don't really need a publisher. Greetings from Panama. Welcome. I have a very God question. We had too many God questions yesterday. I have a very good question. That's from Dusty. Okay, Dusty, you fixed your question here. I struggle with making games. I struggle with making characters. Is there a way that you can easily create a character? I thought about using ZBrush. Start with simple shapes. Go from there. That's my best piece of advice. I don't use ZBrush. But I don't have anything. I don't have any problems with ZBrush. Pizza or tacos? Ooh. Well, it depends on what mood I'm in. Both of them are delicious. Oh, I could eat a taco right now. I could go for a taco. So yeah, it's tacos. What genres do you like playing at your own time? I do not play video games. Do you ever read, bro? Y'all don't want to know what I read. Y'all don't want to know what I want to read. And I bet you could guess it too. I love history. I love the Bible. I love weird physics stuff. And I'm not allowed to say this word. Apparently, you're not allowed to say this word on YouTube. So I'm going to spell it out for you guys. I love conspiracy stuff. It's always really fun. Do I buy into a lot of it? No. Do I think it's all true? No. Do I think some of it's true? Yes. Is it fun? Oh, yeah. It's real fun. Diving into the RABBIT HOLE is warm and snuggly, and I love it. It's a lot of fun. So I like to read that kind of stuff, too. I got a book on the way. I would never tell you what it's about because you guys would shame me. But I love that stuff. I love that stuff. No, it is not like Pilgrim's Progress. Not at all. Father is not like that at all. Yeah, and let's see here. Game dev that doesn't play games. I really don't play video games, guys. I really don't. Dan Tozer. Probably. We'll see. You never really know. I mean, good grief. Do we actually trust... do we trust the powers that be? Why on earth would we do so? So... I love reading that stuff. That stuff is so much fun. Yeah. Mystic, that's not true. That's not true. I'm really not. I mean, I don't... It's certainly a fun theory, though. It's a lot of fun to dig into. How to stay energetic while developing. Crack. Isn't that so funny? How the moment you're like, yeah, I like to read conspiracies, CYRIES. I think it's fun. And then immediately everyone's like, starts to label you. How do you remain energetic while making games? I don't know. A schedule helps. Knowing when you need the energy is super important for me. So I know my energy levels need to be from 1 to 5 p.m. My energy levels need to be peak. So that's when I'll drink a cup of coffee. And I'll also get my workout out of the way at 7 a.m. so that I'm not dreading. For some reason, dreading something wears me out. So dreading a workout, I used to work out at 4:30. Really wears me out. What's my favorite conspiracy? It is definitely the MOONLANDING for sure, because that one's pretty legit. That was pretty legit. Seriously, look into it, and it's like, oh no, I think this might be FAKE. How do I remain passionate and motivated throughout the game making process? Well, I often think about the rewards. So I think about the income, the money, the income and the money. No, it's good to get a hyper polished demo done or a prototype done and then get it tested. Send it off to a lab and get it tested to see if it's viable. What I mean is test it with your audience with an alpha test, send it off to some publishers, and maybe do a Kickstarter campaign, and you'll get some motivation from your audience because they're going to tell you if it's good or not. If you don't get good feedback, then hell, you shouldn't have made it to begin with. So that's good news. So regardless, it's a good thing. You get bad news or you get good news, regardless, you should know whether you have a good game on your hands, and that helps with motivation. All right, let's see here. Do you think every game needs to be 100% unique? No! Most games that are successful are not unique at all. They're just copying other games. Exodus. Exactly. The lamb sauce. Yo.
Hello.
Plasma gaming. We're not going to get into that. I don't want to. Do you want me to spoil the father ending? You really don't. I really don't want to spoil it. Although, if you guys watch me live streaming for long enough, you'll probably figure out what the ending's gonna be. Do I like to travel? Yes, I love traveling. My wife and I have been to Peru. We went to Machu Picchu, Lake Titicaca. That is a real lake. Cusco, Lima. We've been to Iceland. We've been to Italy. We've been to... Forgot the island name. That's really bad. One of the islands in one of the islands in the Caribbean. That was a long time ago. That was during my honeymoon, where I wasn't conscious much, so I don't remember. Connor, yes, I am a Christian. Thomas, will you ever switch? And I am a very passionate one. Thomas, will you ever switch to Unreal for game dev? No. Alberto is from Italy. Hello, Alberto. I'm a fan of Italy. I can give some game dev advice. Never make a game about something seasonal. This is from B-Sud-B Labs. AKA Christmas or Halloween. I don't know if that's true. But you could, to each his own, whatever you want. Redshift Des says, I said that before when you were freaking out about the Blender animation record button missing. How do you keep your hair like that? It looks amazing. Well, it's pulled up in the back with a ponytail. And then it's got stuff in it. It's really greasy. You are one of a kind, my love, Agos says. What are your thoughts? This is from Rave. What are your thoughts on a game studio called Blizzard? The company that made Overwatch refused to pay their staffs, and they had to resort to skipping meals to pay rent. I don't know about on any of that, but I'm sure it's bad. Where's Hector? Hector's working right now. All right. Parther says it looks very windy in your room. No, that's actually Cherith. She's... What? She's just... Yeah, she's saying hi. What does Kickstarter bring? Kickstarter is a way to secure crowdfunding money. So it's just funding from the internet. And I've done 2 Kickstarter campaigns. Both of them raised 6 figures. The first one raised $106,000, I think it was. That was for Pinstripe. The second one raised $86,000, but another $10,000 in a post campaign. But in my online course, I spend a lot of time. I think it's like 6 or 7 hours teaching you guys how you can do the same. So if you're interested, there are coupons left for today's live stream, so you can get 40% off my online course and learn how to get funded on crowdfunding and also publishers. Ag-O says, I should consume a little less alcohol. Great. Gordon says, I have to skip meals when I've gained too much weight. Great. I'm so confused. Hector says, because of... What are we talking about? We're talking about weight loss today. All right. Julio says, stop yawning. I'm working. You're making me sleepy. Jeez. I'm just kidding. Muhammad says, I took your advice that you gave me yesterday and I started my old game project. I was just talking to Hector today and I said, Hector, I feel bad giving people advice because they take it. And what if it's bad advice? What if it's really, really bad advice? Like, I could probably convincingly tell you guys to drink salt water tonight. Go drink a gallon of salt water. It's really, really good for you. I've been trying it out and it's changed my life. Don't do that. But I'm just saying, I wonder if I need to be careful with how I give advice. I mean, I think it's great that you're starting your game again. Seriously. Getting the salt and the water. It's great for you. Getting your electrolytes. Weehoo, you said, should I buy the course as a UE4 game developer? I mean, you could do it, and there's the 30-day money-back guarantee. The reason I say yes is because, dude, like more than half of the course is about how to sell your game and how to secure funding and Kickstarter and what makes a studio unique. So yeah, I mean, it could help you, seriously. Rob says, I'll be drinking salt tonight. No! Hector says, yeah, there's tons of marketing stuff in the course. There's a lot of content about marketing. Thomas, do you exercise regularly? Yes, I wake up in the morning. What? Thomas wakes up? At 7 o'clock, which isn't that early, but I'll work out for 40 minutes. And I started doing this recently. I promised God that I was going to work out at 7 o'clock in the morning for 40 minutes. I said, God, this is one of the benefits of believing in God and actually in being scared of him. He could be a really good accountability buddy. You say, hey, dude, I give you permission to smote me if I don't get up every morning and work out for 40 minutes. I do the same for a lot of things. I kicked PORN a long time ago. I haven't looked at that stuff for like 12 years. And it was just because I made promises. I guess you shouldn't be making promises. I just told him I wasn't going to do it anymore, and I just stopped. That was when was that? I was 18 years old. Ever since then, man, the world opens up when you kick PORN. When you kick it, oh man, the world opens up to you like a flower. Your relationships flourish. Your relationships with your spouse flourish. It's great. It's all good. So give it a shot. But I like having an accountability buddy like God. You say, hey, dude, I'm not going to do this anymore. And as long as you actually fear him, then suddenly it's like you're probably not going to break your promise. Rave says, same for me as well. I applied your advice as to not care what people think of me as a game dev. And I would like to say thank you. Awesome, Rav. Rusger says, do you have a game dev course? Oh, yeah. Have you not heard me rant about it? There are a few coupon codes left if you want to grab a copy of the course. It's 40% off. It's going to teach you everything you need to know, or at least everything I learned in becoming a full-time game developer. That's what I do. This is my job. Well, a little bit of my job is ranting to this camera on YouTube. But yeah, I make video games for a living, and I can teach you how I did it. It's not just making a game, even though I could teach you how to do that. It's also how you sell a game and how you sell it to investors, to crowdfunding, how you can make 6 figures before you even finish your game and go full time. That's what I did. Do you have a no-fap course? I should teach that, shouldn't I? Why do you fear God? You should fear anything that's more powerful than you and it could snap its fingers and destroy you and destroy your soul. So yeah, that's why you fear God. Even though God is a loving God, you should fear him because, man, this dude made everything. It's like staring into a black hole. You have no choice but to fear it. Am I in a financially stable situation? Hell yeah. We've had a really good year. We had a really good year last year and a really good year this year. Selling the course, and the course has been profitable, and also selling Neversong was really profitable. We had a really profitable year with Neversong. Oh my goodness. Bardos, stop it. But yes, it does count. Well, you know, one of the reasons why I care about that stuff, guys, is because the PORN stuff is because, come on, I mean, let's all be adults here and Let's find some love, some real love, you know. Any fantasy stuff that's not real, it doesn't do you any good. You really don't want to change. You don't want to change the way you see the world with that stuff. So I encourage everybody to just get rid of that. That's kid stuff. That's for kids. It's for babies. It's not for babies. Don't say that. That's for really immature behavior. Let's be adults. And you know, I found that when you act like an adult, when you act like a mature man, suddenly the world opens up to you. It really does. So I decided one day I was gonna act like a mature dude, and the world started opening up to me. It does pull you away from reality. It really does. The more you can live in reality, as painful as it is, the more reality starts to open up to you. That's my rule of thumb. Brink says I'm hungry. Yeah. No, yeah, I kicked that stuff a long time ago. I haven't looked at that stuff since I was 18. I'm 30 now. Do I drink alcohol? Sure I do. I'll consume some of the blessed plant as well. Every once in a while, probably once or twice a year. You're getting value eggs? Of course it's like a drug. It's absolutely a drug, and it's a good one too. SEX is a great drug. You should just be getting it from real people. And not yourself. That's my opinion. How do you back up your game? I use GitHub as my source control. The blessed plant makes you freak out? Yeah, me too. Yeah. What would God think about alcohol? Well, if you read the New Testament, Jesus went to a party, they ran out of alcohol, and his first miracle was at the wedding of Cana. And his first miracle was basically bringing beer to the party. So GitHub desktop? No, I use GitHub, but I use SourceTree as the GUI. Declan, psychedelics freak me out just because I have a propensity to generalized anxiety, and my family has issues with mental stuff. Depression, anxiety, OCD, that kind of stuff. So I stay away from psychedelics completely. It does sound like a party. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what his goal was in bringing wine to the party, but that's what he did. Jesus was a bro. Yeah. Anyway, what code editor do I use? Visual Studio. Why you don't have email verification on your website? Do you get fake emails? What? No, I don't. Yeah, source control. Yeah, DMGD. I use SourceTree as the GUI. But you know, certain people like AJ, who's doing the code, he just uses terminal. He's a genius. He just uses terminal, and he's faster too. My brother does that too. Gabe says, "Do you think drinking is fine when you're a Christian but not getting drunk?" Yeah, you shouldn't. I don't think you shouldn't lose control of your mind. And I think it's possible to take a gummy and you're fine. Like seriously. I mean, I've seen that happen. But it's really up to what you think is what you can handle. Some people shouldn't touch a drop of alcohol because they can't handle it. So we always talk religion. What's going on? That's cool. I like that. Bika Blebs. The point of Jesus in the wine was to show he was the new wine. It's a really cool deep dive. It was actually more like fruit juice back then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So you're telling me, like, it wasn't alcoholic? No, I've heard that before. I've got some family members who think that. Anyway, let's talk about something else. What do you hope people get out of the games you make? Well, I like to try and tell a story. So Pinstripe is all about forgiveness and forgiving yourself. And the Never Song is about being a workaholic and remembering why you do what you do. So Neversong is all about childhood and childhood innocence. And so I'm always got a theme in mind, so sort of like poetry. There's always a theme in mind when I'm putting a game together. And you want to know what the theme of father is? It's the importance of fathers. And there's a big, that is a rat's nest. That is a rat's nest of controversy. But I really do believe that having a father and being a father is incredibly important. So that's the theme in father. Yeah, I'm not going to answer questions about UE4 and Godot just because I am a Unity user. Father is not about a priest. No, it's not. Do I have an estimate of when Father will be out? 2025, 2026, maybe 2027, maybe 2028. I don't know. Yes, I do, Connor. I watched The Chosen. It's a good show. It's the first Christian show that isn't cringe. Yeah, 2077 is when it's coming out. 2099. Oh, man. Okay, any other questions about game dev, guys? Do I make game music? Yes, I do. I write the music for my games. If you want to check out the soundtracks, you guys can head on over to Spotify right now. And I would recommend all of you do it right now. Head on over to Spotify, type in Thomas Brush, and click the little heart, and you can follow me. Neversong, Dross Lord, yes, Neversong was originally called Once Upon a Coma. I made Cyberpunk 2D, Rave. I've never touched virtual reality, but I do know that 3D is a lot easier to do for virtual reality than 2D. So, hey, maybe we'll play with it with when I'm working on Father. How long did it take you to get the Nintendo dev kit? Nintendo exercises NDA control over you if you get the kit, so you can't talk about it. But you have to buy it, and it comes in like a month. I have it actually downstairs. Nothing special. It's just a stupid kit. Thomas, why do you say 3D is easier than 2D? Well, it's just my experience, but the reason 3D is easier than 2D is, wait for it, there are a lot more assets available for 2D. Yes, a lot more assets available for 3D. Wait, let me try again. There are a lot more assets available for 3D. There are a lot more assets available for 3D. There are a lot more assets available for 3D. Meaning, you can make a game from a bunch of crap. You can make a cohesive game from a bunch of crap that you got for free on the asset store. I know this is a long way off, but what comes after Father? The Father usually comes first. Oh, man. That was a really bad joke. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Will you guys forgive me? What? What comes after Father? I'm going to be making movies. I'm also starting an online course. I'm thinking about making an online course called Alpha Build, which is specifically for gamer guys looking to get their life on track and looking to start exercising, get strong, and be good men. So I'll probably start an online course called Alpha Build. I need to get there myself first before I can start teaching it. Also, yeah, that's a good one, Gordon. That's a good one. Seriously, Gordon. I would love to teach that. It really has to do with visualizing the world really does open to you when you quit that stuff. It's like your Garden of Eden it's closed tight. All the flowers are closed tight. All the buds are stuffed. Like nothing's coming out of the ground. And then when you quit that stuff, when you quit PORN, everything starts growing. You're like, what's going on? Why is everything growing? Everything I touch is growing. It's because there's some spiritual weirdness that when you stop doing that stuff, the world rewards you for it. Anyway. So I also have a novel I'm writing called Summervale, and it's about a 40-year-old man who divorces his wife and drives back home to his hometown and takes enough drugs to fantasize his ex-girlfriend into existence. She died. And he fantasizes her into existence, and she manifests as what he calls the White Angel. And they have a love affair in her old house in the middle of an abandoned neighborhood. And she becomes possessive and demonic, and things get really out of hand. So I'm working on that as well. Summervale will probably end up being a movie. It'll probably end up being a big movie that I sell to Netflix or something. I can't see why it wouldn't. It's such a great idea. Thomas looks like a Chad Redditor. I got off Reddit. Reddit's a bunch of... No offense to anybody on Reddit, but Reddit is just a freaking hive mind. So yes, it is about drugs. Yes, that Summervale is absolutely about drugs. Live streaming, does it help you with being accountable and getting stuff done? Kinda. Yeah. Mystic says, I'm going to be purchasing full-time game dev in the near future, and I wanted to know if the course gets updated with new content. Yeah, it does. Every once in a while, it does. So probably every quarter, new content gets added to it. We just added, with the help of David Whaley, we just added a new 3D lecture series, which is, I think, 10 hours of content. So yeah, it does get updated. Packrat, tell me about your sleep. People believe it's a literal demon that's sitting on your chest. My dad had one sitting on his chest once, and the fan was turning on and off, turning on and off, turning on and off, and it sat on his chest. I want to hear about this. Packrat, tell me about your sleep paralysis demon. YouTube rabbit holes are fun. You have to be very mindful of knowing that what your personality is. So I love going down YouTube rabbit holes. I get super lost in them. And when I'm deep in the rabbit hole and I'm believing all this crazy stuff, I have to tell myself, this probably isn't true. And then I emerge from the rabbit hole and I'm like, that was fun. Where's this? I want to hear about this Hypnagogia. Who's got Hypnagogia? Packrat, you said you have Hypnagogia? Yeah. I use Blue Yeti microphone. It's $100. Hector, tell me about what's scary. Do you have these things? You guys know what Hypnagogia is? I'll read it to you. I'll tell you about Hypnagogia. Hypnagogia is an interesting thing. Hypnagogia. Hypnagogia is the transitional state of consciousness between wakefulness and sleep. It's the opposite of hypnopnea, whatever that is. During hypnagogia, it's common to experience involuntary and imagined experiences. But you can't move. A lot of people report feeling like a presence laying on their chest. YouTube rabbit holes are scary, that's right. Have I ever thought about forming a small team and developing a huge game? Huge game is not in my vocabulary, and it never will be. Forming a small team, I already have a small team, and they often show up in the chat. Hector's one of the team members. Yo, Sassum, welcome. Just joined the stream. Has anybody had Hypnagogia? I want to know. Okay, Murder B400 says, I get sleep paralysis mixed with dreams that I'm getting possessed. Okay. No, that's pretty scary, actually. That's really scary. Yeah. Huge game equals huge release equals huge revenue. And also, huge budget. So, where are you going to get that? Cinder says, and maybe you do have a huge budget. Cinder says, I don't know what it's called, but I have this addition to Chronic Nightmares. This is where I get a lot of ideas from. Cool. Or not cool. I mean, I'm sorry about that, but that's interesting. There's a sleep paralysis demon called Hatman, and he appears to a lot of people's dreams. Let's take a look at Hatman. Why everyone in the world is having the same dream, same nightmare. All right, you guys ready for this? The first time Tim Brown saw the Hatman, he was 14 years old and curled up in his bed in Nashville, Tennessee. The man lingered just outside the frame of Brown's bedroom door, flickering in the shadows between the hallway and his grandmother's room. Finally, as if breaking the spell, Brown threw himself from his bed, screaming, and ran. The man was gone. Shedley Adler had the same dream. So 18 people in the U.S. have had the same dream. 100 deaths followed the next decade. So Hatman is someone you don't want to mess with. Wonderful, wonderful. Dude, y'all know what I think. You don't even have to ask me what I think about this stuff. You know exactly what I think about this. You know. All right, we have any other questions about game dev? Oh yeah, it's just creepypasta stuff. Hector says, my wife and I have nightmares. No, my wife says I have nightmares just about every night, but I don't remember them. We know, you know, that we know. Hatman is an LSD dream emulator from Japan. Is it really? Okay. I have a family member who would hear the sound of a woman scratching at the bottom of his door. And it happened repeatedly. When marketing yourself on social media, this is from Cindier. When marketing yourself on social media, is it fine to be doing a lot of stuff? Or is it smarter to be more specific in what you do? Well, I would say starting out, you need to go with the shotgun approach. You got all these different ideas. You got images. You've got animated GIFs. You've got blog posts. You've got vlogs. You've got demos. You've got calls to action, to wish list. You've got all these things. And then you find out what works, and then you focus on what works. You really can't apply the 80-20 principle without understanding what 20% actually works for you specifically. So you really need to understand what you're gifted at and what works for you. Okay, guys. Well, that's the only question I've got left. I've got to go hang out with my kids. I want to remind you all that we've got just a few coupon codes left for full-time game dev. So if you're on the fence about it, there's a 40% off coupon code left below. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be doing these coupon codes. So if you want to learn everything that I've learned in the last 5 to 6 years of becoming a full-time game developer and remaining a full-time game developer, and that is securing 6 figures from publishers, securing 6 figures from Kickstarter. I've done both many times. but also how to make a 2D game and how to make a 3D game and how to take that game and market it and land it on the Steam front page. Guys, this is a 30+ hour online course. It's massive. It's got great reviews. A lot of you hang out in the chat. Say hello if you do. A lot of my students are in the chat. And we hang out bi-monthly in our mastermind meetings. And there's a massive Discord community. And most importantly, a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if this course doesn't work for you, email me and I'll give you a refund, no questions asked. There's a few coupon codes, I'm looking at them right now, available. And these usually sell out in the next, probably next couple hours, next 10 hours or so. They usually sell out. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. This is always fun talking about ghost stories, nightmares, religion, philosophy, and game dev. Always game dev. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, Mom. Mom? Mom? Yes. No, I just wanted to ask you a question. Remember that night when I was crying and screaming? Remember that night when I was crying and screaming about the Hat Man? Yeah. I was just on a live stream and they told me that the Hat Man is real. They told me that the Hat Man was real. You said he wasn't real. You said it was just Dad in a hat. It was Dad in a hat? Okay. So you're telling me Dad shows up in a hat in hundreds of people's houses every year? Are you telling me that Dad is Hat Man? Are you telling me that Dad is Hat Man? Tell the truth.